guys, today, you know what you're doing. What? Roll the titles. Amanda and Luke. And this is Luke.
If you haven't already, subscribe, please.
We have our own YouTube channel, and we like to call it Amanda and Luke. Or Luke and Amanda, either way works. So yeah, welcome. So, the first timeline is Terminator 1 and 2. You know, it starts with Terminator 1, and then it goes on to Terminator 2. And it ends with a deleted scene where old Sarah Connor is basically talking about it. And, you know, it never happened because they changed it. So that's one timeline.
Turned 40. There was no judgment day. People went to work as they always do. Laughed, complained, watched TV, made love. I wanted to run through the street yelling, to grab them all and say, every day from this day on is a gift. Use it well. Instead, I got drunk. That was 30 years ago. But the dark future, which never came, still exists for me. And it always will, like the traces of a dream. John fights the war differently than it was foretold. Here, on the battlefield of the Senate, his weapons are common sense and hope.
Tie me, Grandma, tie me.
How's that?
Thank you, Grandma.
The luxury of hope was given to me by the Terminator. Because if a machine can learn the value of human life, maybe we can too.
I like to call it the original timeline. Okay, in this timeline we have Terminator 1, Terminator 2, Terminator 3, and Terminator 4. I like to call this the first John Connor timeline. So first you'd watch Terminator 1, then you'd watch Terminator 2, then you'd watch Terminator 3, and then you watch Terminator 4. So, you know, I should explain the film. So in Terminator 1, basically you have a Terminator going after Sarah Connor. In Terminator 2, you have a liquid metal Terminator going against, you know, Sarah Connor and John Connor. John Connor has been born at this point. And, you know, in Terminator 3, you have older John Connor, and a liquid metal Terminator goes after him and his wife. And then in Terminator 4, it's about, like, it's in the future with his wife, and they're trying to kill Kyle Reese's father. So, that's that timeline. Then we have Terminator 1, Terminator 2, and Terminator Sarah Chronicles. So, we have Terminator 1 and 2, and then we have Sarah Chronicles, a TV series, where it's about how Sarah is trying to protect John from the Terminators coming after him, and how he becomes, you know, the future leader of the Resistance. It's a really good TV series. I highly recommend it. It's called the second John Connor timeline. Then we have one timeline, which is one film, Terminator Genesis. This film is all over the place. So basically, in this film, we have a T-800, a young one. Then we have an old T-800. So we have two T-800s. Yeah. Then we have a T-1000 and another T-1000. So we have two T-800s and two T-1000s. The first one is a young one from the very first film. The second one is the one that got sent to protect Sarah when she was really, really young. The first T-1000 is the one that tried to kill Sarah when she was really, really young. And the second T-1000 is the one that is currently trying to kill Sarah, Carl, and the older Terminator. So yeah, the timeline is all over the place. Also, there's like one of the cops who can remember the timeline from the first movie, So because in the film, Carl Reese witnesses John. Well, spoiler. Yeah, Carl Reese witnesses John being killed. So because of that, the timeline gets changed. Because of that, that's how the cop can remember the other timeline from the first film. Because the timeline glitched, so he's remembering the timeline from the first film. So that's how he can remember it. It's one timeline. It's basically like they think everything's okay, but we get an end scene where like we see, the Genesis was still going. So basically everyone dies in that timeline. There's no happy ending. Like in the first timeline, 1 and 2, that's a happy ending. In the first John Connor timeline, that's a happy ending. In the Terminator Sarah Chronicles, that's a happy ending. It's just Terminator Genesis. Everyone dies in that timeline. Like, literally everyone dies. There's no happy ending. No one survives. Like, everyone dies in that timeline. Second timeline. And the last timeline is Terminator 1, Terminator 2, and Terminator Dark Fate. So you'd watch Terminator 1, 2, and Dark Fate. Yeah, so you know what happens in Terminator 1 and 2, I've told you. But in Terminator Dark Fate, spoilers. Yeah. So basically, John dies. They kill off John. Like, they kill off him as a young boy. And that's what happens in this timeline. So literally after Terminator 2, after Terminator 2, John dies, and then because of that we have a new leader of the Resistance, and she's called... What's she called? Hang on. Dani Ramos, that's it. Yeah, a Spanish girl called Dani Ramos is the new leader of the Resistance in the future, because she said machines are bad. Not a good film. Not a good film. I still can't believe that David Cameron, who made the Terminator franchise, was okay with killing John as a young boy. Like, what the actual hell? Wow. He was involved in this film. It's Terminator Dark Fate. It's really bad. It's really bad. Like, it's really bad. I don't know if you remember my ranking video, but in last I had Terminator Genesis. Then I had Terminator Salvation, because Arnold was barely in that movie, but I do love that movie. It's brilliant. Then I had Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines. Then I had Terminator Dark Fate, and the only reason I had Terminator Dark Fate there was because Linda Hamilton is in it. That's the only reason. If she wasn't in it, it'd be on. Well, it wouldn't be at the bottom because, you know, Terminator Genesis is just horrible. Like, that timeline's messed up. But, you know, then I had the Terminator. Then I had, you know, Terminator 2, Judgment Day. So, yeah, growing up like that. I didn't add Terminator Zero Chronicles to the list, but if I did, it would be it'd be in second place. So it'd make it 7, and it'd be in second place. It'd be just before number 1. Hope you guys liked this video. If you did, drop a big thumbs up. If you didn't, drop a big thumbs down. If you loved it, consider subscribing to the channel. It's free. And me and Amanda will see you in the next video. Peace.